Good evening. My name is Barb Krupiarz, and I'm speaking as an individual who has been involved with special education advocacy for a long time. You knew I would eventually be here to testify, even though my own son with a disability graduated in 2018. It's important to propose a budget that lists our requirements, but when the total is twice what is available for the whole county, other decisions need to be made. Thus, true obligations must be prioritized, especially legal obligations over negotiated obligations. That must start with current programs being evaluated based on student outcomes. I've heard Ms. Taj ask numerous times for data-driven evaluations. I've heard Ms. Catronio ask for key performance indicators that are simply measurable. I've heard Ms. Delmont-Small ask for details at every board meeting. In 2017, a large group of involved parents presented our views on the state of special education to the superintendent. This group was then replaced by a different set of parents for the Superintendent's Special Ed Advisory Committee. However, there are many parents who still meet with and collaborate with the Chief Academic Officer in the Special Education Department because we care deeply about increasing outcomes for students with disabilities, students from low-income families, students who are English language learners, up to and including GT students. The Special Ed Department states that the number one issue is behaviors, which impacts all students with our inclusion model. Untrained support staff spend more time with students with disabilities than certified teachers. Through no fault of their own, the support staff often create the behaviors due to lack of disability understanding, or they simply cannot handle the children who come to school with significant behaviors. For both scenarios, a 3-to-1 ratio of aides to certified teachers is the wrong plan. Just placing an adult with a student to meet a paper requirement helps no one. I recommend replacing some of the essays and TEs with certified teachers. I also recommend more training in disability awareness and behavior analysis for general education teachers. 2 no-cost proposals are to institute a goal of scheduling classes so that no more than 10 students on IEPs are in a single class, and ensuring that teachers in every co-taught classroom have planning time together. As the daughter of a now retired teacher, I know how hard teachers work. Many teachers go into this profession to make a difference and may prefer resources in the classroom and smaller class sizes than a few extra bucks in their paychecks. The reality is that the teacher raises accounted for over 3/4 of last year's budget increase and is negotiated for more than the whole county may have in increases in FY21. This continues the practice of not appropriately staffing special education, which increases liability and costs. I conclude with a request for a much more robust process of evaluation of programs and budget dollars tied to student outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to invite up Wayne Landry,